how often do you listen to Michael Jackson? Now, some people could probably go in the comments and say, I'm a fake Michael Jackson fan because I don't really hear Michael Jackson as much as I used to anymore. I still hear his music every once in a while. Do not get me wrong, okay? If I'm in the mood for a Michael Jackson song, I will hear a Michael Jackson song. Don't get me wrong. That will never leave me. That will never leave me. But I think what I want to say is there's so many other pieces of music that I have, that I want to hear and that I haven't listened to yet. And there's so many other things that I want to see and watch and all that stuff. Because in 2019, 2020, 2021, that was all that was on my mind. And it was just Michael Jackson, Michael Jackson, Michael Jackson. That's it. That's all I was posting about. That's all I was That's all that I cared about was Michael Jackson. And maybe a few other things here and there, but it was primarily focused on Michael Jackson. That's changed. And even though I run this channel still and I still love what I do, it's so hard to still, be in that, like getting away and taking a break, because I always say to myself, like, okay, if you're so consistent, then you care about Michael. But if you aren't consistent taking breaks, which most normal people are going to accept that, okay, you have a life and all this stuff. But I'm pretty sure there are a few people that are like, I'm a college student and I still post about Michael because I'm a real fan. I'm pretty sure people have said that before. But, there's so many other things that I want to do. And the reason I'm still on here is really because of, the fact that I'm a name, and I want to keep, putting in my perspectives of things, because I have such a history that I want to, now kind of revive the content. I mean, I'm still going to be doing your average content, but really all I've been doing lately are the biopic videos, which I will still be doing, because you already know is that's relevant, and that's something that we should all talk about because it's recent, it's new, it's something that is upcoming. But then I'll be doing these rants and discussions because I want to talk about things that I've been hiding, and I really want to just bring them out and put my perspectives and opinions in. And opinions are something that just people just don't respect. It depends on what you're saying, probably, but most of the time, if it's just a regular opinion, I say, oh, I wish Michael did this more, or even saying that would get an attack. Like maybe saying, oh, I don't like that song, or I don't like this, or I don't like that. Oh, you're a hater. You're this. But it's in a, I don't, I can't talk anymore about that. But it just goes to show you that I wouldn't say I moved on, because I can't move on from Michael Jackson. There's no way I can move on, because Michael Jackson inspired me to do everything that I when it comes to performing. But I hope you guys get what I'm trying to say, because there's a lot out there that I haven't seen. There's a lot that I haven't watched or listened to, because that was all that was on my mind, like I mentioned. And then I'm also tired of, the fact that, I've gotten attacked for liking other artists. And this hasn't stopped. Yes, I'm going to bring up Prince only because MJ fans love bringing up Prince. That's one of the only artists they bring up to back down on something, or and it's also because of the 40-year-old rivalry that people love to still bitch about. And then they bring up Taylor Swift because people like to make fun of her fan base, and the Swifties are terrible. But I know people that like Taylor Swift, and I'm not going to attack them for liking Taylor Swift because they like Taylor Swift. I can't do that. Maybe there are things that you might not like about Taylor Swift, but don't go at somebody for liking an artist, because that's not that. And then there are also the ones that say, oh, this artist sucks because he's trying to be like Michael. But I'm actually curious, were people saying that when Michael Jackson was saying that he was inspired by James Brown? But I'm pretty sure there was some delusional James Brown fan that was like, Michael sucks. James Brown was better. Listen, that's a topic for another video. um, so yeah, that's sort of my answer. Let me know what you guys will say about this. Do you guys listen to Michael Jackson every day? If you do, I'm not going to attack you because that's you, and I can't back down from that. But me personally, I have such a diverse music taste now to the point where I just can't hear one artist every day. That's unrealistic. Will I forever be a fan? 100%. Will I accept negativity and toxicity over me liking other artists? No. Never, ever, ever. Because it seems like um, you, to some, you can't like other artists because their sales are lower. And Michael did it without streaming, therefore he's better. This is unacceptable to attack somebody for. It's unacceptable. Yes, it is a fact that Michael did it without streaming. But if somebody else could achieve and actually study the way Michael became the way he was, then, or if people surpass his record, don't attack them. Michael wouldn't do that. He wouldn't do that. He would congratulate them. He would honor them. Don't be like that where you're attacking them, because aren't we supposed to be LOVE? And yeah, that's the message apparently, but no one wants to follow it. So, and don't say that this is negative, because all we're doing is talking, and a discussion isn't negative. It's learning and growing and maybe agreeing or disagreeing, but being civil. And I think that is what we should all do, because we're not on Twitter, we're on YouTube. Let Twitter be the place for arguments, even though I even want that to be fixed. But let me tell you, that's Twitter. That's never going to change. So put down in the comments how often you listen to Michael Jackson, and base it. You can kind of base it off of what I was talking about, and maybe if you don't agree with things I was saying, you put down. But yeah, next video will be a biopic update, because I feel like we will be getting another one. So yeah. All right, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.